In 2010, I visited the Kibera community in Nairobi, Kenya, where the quality of life is nearly unimaginable. The Kibera slum is right in the middle of the city, the largest urban slum in Africa. There is no electricity in the homes. There is little access to running water. Here is one BBC's correspondent's vivid description. The smells, wood fires, fried fish, excrement, rubbish, the rich stench of 800,000 people living in a ditch, which is basically what the Kibera slum is. 600 acres of mud and filth with a brown stream dribbling through the middle. You won't find it on any tourist map or any other map. It's a squatter's camp, an illegal, forgotten city, and at least 1/3 of Nairobi lives there, end quote. When I was there, I met a remarkable young woman named Aaliyah, someone who had dedicated her life to the kinds of issues not enough people really talk about. Aaliyah was teaching young women and girls about teenage pregnancy and early marriage. And in a place where violence against women and girls is far too common, yet a hidden crime, she was raising awareness about sexual abuse and rape. Aaliyah asked me if I wanted to visit her home, a structure of mud walls and a corrugated tin roof, where she lived with her mother and her 6-year-old daughter. It was one room with spare furnishings, a place to sleep, a single plastic chair, some cooking utensils, a dirt floor. But it was clean and organized, and Aaliyah had created a peaceful environment among the chaos. I asked Aaliyah if she had plans to move outside of Kibera, but she told me no. This is my home. I want to make a difference here. Aaliyah stayed because she felt a responsibility toward others. Already, I can see that you are here because you want to make a difference, and together we will. So let me begin by saying thank you to Carolyn Miles for that heartfelt introduction and her steady leadership. And Mark Shriver, I saw you in the back, and the Save the Children Action Network. Thank you for bringing us all together this morning. Mark has been a great friend and a tireless advocate for children for many, many years, and I'm thrilled to formally and finally join him in his work. You know, we've worked around each other for a long time, but it's really special to finally join forces. Earlier this morning, it was my privilege to meet Emily Formia and Stacy Hendricks, Save the Children Action Network's Advocate of the Year. They're down here somewhere. There. Emily is a sophomore at Bradley University in Illinois and built a SCAN club of 20 active students who host on-campus events each semester. Stacy is a commercial business developer by day and a powerful advocate by night, serving as SCAN community outreach lead in Des Moines, Iowa. So thank you for what you do. Also with us today are Sophia Johnston and Amina Patel, students at Richwoods High School in Peoria, Illinois, who recently raised awareness and funds in their community to support Syrian refugee families. Your work is especially important today, so couldn't we give them another round? As you can imagine, Joe and I are now adjusting to our new lives after the White House. We're flying commercial again, for instance, and boy, flying has not gotten better in 9 years. I no longer have that beautiful marble columned office overlooking the National Mall. And although I still have Secret Service for a few more weeks, I have started to practice driving again. Now, 9 years, think about it, 9 years is a long time not to drive a car. So I'm loving my new car that they've loaned me and all the new technology. And I don't have to spend 10 minutes looking for the keys in my purse because now all you do is push a button. Who knew? I mean, things are so much easier. But at the same time, a lot hasn't changed. People ask me, if I have more time now, if Joe and I are taking a break. And the answer is no. We're as busy as we've ever been. The responsibilities of the administration have quickly been replaced by new ones. Nonprofits, Save the Children, colleges, Biden initiatives at Penn and the University of Delaware. And Joe and I have launched our own foundation to continue working on the issues that we're passionate about. All the while, as I have for the last 9 years, I continue teaching full-time at Northern Virginia Community College, where I'll be tomorrow morning. Many of my students had really no idea that I have another job. Seriously. I can tell you, it was the end of one semester, and my student came into my room and said, Dr. B, I saw you last night on the television with Michelle Obama. And she said, and I called to my mom, Mom, come quick, there's my English teacher. And her mother said, that is not your English teacher, that's the second lady. A few weeks ago, Carolyn and I traveled to an elementary school in Linwood, Tennessee, as she told you. And it was really a small town of 900 citizens. So, of course, everybody knew everyone else. And there we met Kimberly, a Save the Children advocate, who grew up in Linden, as did her husband. And so this work that she was doing was really very personal to her. The early childhood program you will advocate for empowered Kimberly to make a difference in her community. Kimberly knows that without SAVE in the community, many children would not achieve grade level reading by 4th grade. As second lady, I was fortunate enough to travel all over the world and hear from families who are facing unimaginable challenges. I've spoken to mothers who've walked for days to find food for their children. I've helped children who are weak from malnutrition or treatable illness. I've met young girls who are fighting to attend secondary school instead of being forced into early marriage. For 8 years, I was able to take the White House to the conflict areas of Eastern Congo, Dadaab during the famine of 2012, and most recently, the Zatari refugee camp in Jordan, just 10 miles from the Syrian border. And at each of these stops, Save the Children was there. What you're doing at the Advocacy Summit this week is no small thing. You are talking the talk by learning all about early childhood education and maternal and child survival. And you're walking the walk, literally, by heading to Capitol Hill to meet with your representatives. You are making a difference here. Just like Aaliyah in Kenya and Kimberly in Tennessee, putting your own lives on hold to advocate for children who don't have a voice or a vote. Every last child deserves to survive and thrive. Every last child. Thank you.